What's up, and welcome into the Funshop Podcast with Greg and Ronnie. We are streaming to you live from Los Angeles, California. What's up, Greg? How you feeling today?
Well, you know, I don't want another sad show. So
I mean,
so I'm just gonna say that I'm doing okay. You know,
doing all right.
It is one thing. It is this month. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
You mean Gay Pride Month? Is it really men's?
I set you up for that
is
one,
it really?
I guess.
Is it really Men's Mental Health Awareness Month?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. I think.
So what are they suggesting? Drink some alcohol, do some coke.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Feel good for a change, guys.
Yeah. Or I don't know. It's like something like that. Or maybe it's like Suicide Prevention Month or something. I don't know. It's like something. I mean, aside being, you know, like Happy Pride Month, right?
Right.
But like it is also like mental health. So
every day is mental health.
Every day is mental health.
You know? And mental health, I mean, to me, starts with a healthy diet too. Right?
Yeah.
It's like you take care of your body and that takes care of your mind, and then you could regulate your emotions and thoughts.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I was with my wife earlier and I was like telling her how I was stressed, and you know, she's like, "Well, you got to do something about it." And I was like, "Well, I know what I need to do. Is like I know 3 things that could make me better off, and that's meditation, exercise, and drinking more water."
Yeah.
And so I need to figure out a way to get those 3 things my life.
I would start with the reverse. I would start with drinking more water.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest thing.
Yeah, drink water, eat healthy.
Carry a bottle.
Yeah, get plenty of rest. You know, like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think at this point, like probably people just like, if they hear me complain, they're just like, oh, Greg's just a crybaby and he just like doesn't appreciate everything he has. And, you know, like some people's life could be so much worse. You know, and so
that
it's
sounds
just like
parents talk. That sounds like
no, but
parents
I've had some people say that to me. Like if I post, like, you know, I try really hard not to post anything depressing anymore online. But I've literally had people be like even on, I think on our comment, I think there's a comment on the show.
Oh, you saw that? You finally saw that YouTube comment?
Yeah.
Right.
I know who it is because I
didn't want to bring light.
No,
to
I
that.
know who it is because I hit him up and was just like fuck off, dude. Like, you know, it's like I get what you're trying to do, but like,
yeah, that's not helping.
It's not helping,
and
right?
You look like a douche.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like, you know, you see somebody standing on a bridge, you don't tell them to jump. You know, you're like, hey, dude, like, tomorrow's another day, right? Especially if they, you know, it's someone that I considered somewhat of a friend, not a friend, like an acquaintance, you know? So it's just kind of like, I don't know, I just think it's a little rude, but I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, I know it's we're in the digital age and stuff, but I just figure any interaction to me is positive. Like there's no, you know, remember we used to say like there's no such thing as bad news. All news is good news, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just like, as long as there's interaction, that's fine. And I thought you would never check. I thought you would never see that. So
I check once in a while just to see like if there's comments. It was funny though, because I just, you know, I was telling you I just got back from going to the barber to just get my beard trimmed up.
Is that a Hollywood or like
like West Hollywood, like Fair? It's a shout out Crispy's luxury barbershop on Fairfax. Just a little, I think.
Get chopped up.
South. I don't know if it's like little. It's like kind of right by where the
Let me show your camera so people can see how clean you look.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, all done up. Is this for Atlanta? You got
I just like, you know, I wish I could afford to do it all the time, but it's like such a drive, and I usually just do it myself. But I mean, so the point. It was funny though because when Chris was done, because I was kind of, when I got in there and I was just in a really like bad mood, and he's like, what, you know, and he's always like really friendly, and like I've been getting my hair and like my beard like shaped up by him since I've moved here.
Okay.
Like he worked at Frank's Chop Shop, then he worked this other spot that he opened with a couple guys, and then he opened up his own spot.
Frank's Chop Shop to me would either be a garage or a meat market before I would think barber.
I think that was like the kind of the point of the name. You know, it's like supposed to be like,
oh, I get it.
Like, no, they're cool.
I get it.
But it was funny because, you know, I always get like a hot shave. That's because I just love it. I love like the hot towel shave.
That sounds like a beef sandwich. A hot shave sounds like a beef sandwich to me. Sorry.
And so when I popped up in the chair, I looked at, I said, and I was like, well, the good news is at least I have a good barber.
Right.
So to your point, I was like through all my, you know, I'm complaining to him and I'm like kind of bummed and stressed and whatever. And then I looked at, you know, my shape up and I'm like, you know, least I have a barber that cares and does a great job. Because I don't know, a good barber, I don't know, that's just one of those things. Like I feel like once you find a barber that you like you just don't leave them. Maybe.
For me, even if I didn't like the barber, I still don't leave them.
Really?
She had a dog. It's as simple as that.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really like what she did for me, because she always kind of did what she wanted anyway. But I'm like, she had a dog.
Yeah.
And
But
I
your
liked the
hair's,
dog.
I think your haircut now, you probably need to go to a more specialized person, right?
I haven't
or is it
gotten
the same person.
I haven't gotten my hair cut in over a year.
But what about when you bleach it? You do it yourself?
Yeah, the color. I go to a colorist.
Colorist, yeah.
And she's a friend of. She's like a family friend. You know what I mean? So it's like it's cool. I feel comfortable there. You know, she doesn't look at me as a regular customer.
Right.
You know,
right.
I spill my guts to her and stuff. Yeah, but I get the therapeutic. Shout out to Made in Color, Raina, by the way. But
no, I think there's definitely. I mean, it's really strange to me because I guess I'm a talker, so that's just generally the situation. But it's funny to see, like sometimes I've gone in there and I've literally seen people getting their hair cut and working on their laptop.
So
and
LA.
I know. I was like, and I asked Chris, I was like, doesn't bother you? And he's just like, well, it's like whatever. I think it's just for him. It's like, I just want to, I'll cut their hair, whatever they want to do, as long as I can cut their hair.
Exactly.
But some barbers are, but other barbers would be very no, they would never do that.
Yeah, the old school ones, probably.
But if you want to, Chris is he's got great barbers. His dad was a barber, so he's like second generation.
Ooh.
And so he's got all the all the nice barber chairs and nice equipment and clippers, and it's all clean and nice. And
I just picture him getting trained as a kid, and his dad's like, "All right, you're gonna practice on me, and don't you cut me, boy." Like in the movie,
or make him cut the toughest guy in the neighborhood's hair. That's what I would do.
And there was some kind of story about how he beat up the guy that maybe messed up before or something. So he's all scared.
Or no, his dad had to crack the mirror first before he showed the guy, so he didn't see that it was all I don't know, but So yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you got one of those throat bubble things?
Yeah, I had a throat bubble.
Yeah, so all right, we're feeling pretty good today.
Yeah.
How was this weekend?
This weekend was good. It was funny because
I never remember Saturday.
I never remember Saturday, but I'm pretty sure I just took it easy. I think I walked to Revenge of to go play some pinball.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I did that on Saturday. So that was kind of cool. They actually had a Pokemon game. That was pretty fun. Because they get all the I don't really know the deal with them, but they seem to get all the new machines.
Okay.
And they always have the limited edition versions where it's it has extra bells and whistles and stuff.
Hell yeah.
They also had what else did they have? They had a cool new Dungeons and Dragons one. The other fun thing I love about doing arcades is I always walk in, when I walked right in before I even got tokens, I saw the one up, the glow button. I don't know what you call it. The button to press play, right?
Yeah.
And so if it's flashing, then it's a free game,
right.
Or it's activated. So I think I played 3 or 4 games before I even got changed.
Wow! Somebody just had to leave, and you get tokens, right? Not
tokens,
quarters. Right? So somebody just threw the rest of their tokens.
Yeah,
they had to leave or something.
I've done that too, though. Or sometimes I think what happens is, if someone's playing a game you want to play, because there's this other one called the. Have you ever heard of the Winchester Mansion?
No.
So I know a little bit about it, but I think now you could do tours, but supposedly. The woman who was the heir to the Winchester, the gun fortune.
Yeah.
I guess she was superstitious, and she says the house was haunted, so she built all these weird staircases that would go nowhere, and doors that would, and just all these crazy things to basically like trick the ghosts.
Understood.
So now it's a
Pinball machine.
well, yeah, it's also like a tourist attraction. You can go there and like they tell you the story and stuff and see all stuff. But it's also a pinball machine. It's actually really fun.
It's a pinball machine.
It's a pinball machine too.
The Winchester House is a pin. Wow,
yeah,
that's insane.
And
so
it's really good. It was really
they have
fun.
some of those weird staircase, like just
yeah, like they have all like dude. It was so sick. Like it's this thing where like you have to get it through this one thing, and then like the staircase will just move. And so, there's all these like different things, and then there's like
describes
spirits and stuff.
That describes almost every pinball machine like ever, except for a staircase.
Yeah.
But then that would be every pinball machine ever.
But they had fun with it, I think.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. They need to have more pinball machines based on haunted houses and horror movies. Has there been a Blair Witch pinball machine? I would love to play a
Blair Witch? I don't think so.
There'd be a thing you have to hit the cigarettes, and it's like, I found another pack of cigarettes.
I think that'd be boring, but I mean, even though I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends how if they make it cool, right?
Yeah, it's like if they translate it correctly, right? It could be very fun.
Yeah, no, it's just surprising that you said Blair Witch out of all scary movies.
Really, it's a classic. I feel like that. I feel like
because like I interned for those guys like when I was in college.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just I don't know. It's just funny to me that like when it was a great movie. I mean, it changed cinema in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, the handheld footage horror thing. Oh yeah, completely.
No, completely changed, and all those guys are still doing stuff, and they did have a Halloween game, which was pretty fun.
Halloween, Michael Myers.
Like
pinball.
Michael Myers.
You see,
he would pop out of the bushes and you'd hit him. Or you hit something and he, if he pops out, you got to hit the button.
Halloween is my least favorite horror franchise. So that one's like.
Yeah. What else did they have? They had, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's pretty cool.
That was a pretty cool one. Cool. Elvira. Yeah. And then they just have. But they have some of the classics there, like, Medieval Madness and. The Monster Mash or the
I gotta say, with all due respect, though, it kind of pisses me off. Like, there's not really, Elvira's not known to get like nude. Like, she's like sexy, but there's like no nude. You know what I mean? It's like
I think she was in a Playboy or something.
I know, like one of those, but it's not like a regular thing where there's like, like a nip slip or it's like some.
Oh no, dude. You're thinking about being a horny teenager.
I'm that guy. I'm that guy, and I know there's got to be a lot of people thinking about it. Like, come on.
Oh no, dude! But I think that's the whole point of Elvira.
If every movie she was in, there was like a little nipple slip or something, it's
but see, like that's the thing nipple. Is Elvira's kind of like she's like supposed to be sort of I think she's still like family friendly. She's just the host.
I know.
She's just the host.
I know. I'm just taking it there.
Yeah. I know. I know that's where you usually go. But Sunday was PCC. I did not sell. It was funny. A lot of people were asking me if I was selling, and then I had to say like, nope.
You should just be like, what are you looking for?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Like, I mean, if you're buying, maybe I'll sell it.
Yeah. It was okay. It was a sort of normal. I did get a couple things that are fun. I'll
what
show.
you got?
Well, I got this is already on eBay, but this is it's a Fast Times at Ridgemont High television show, which I didn't even know they made a TV show in like '86, and these would have been used. They're called production placards or plaques, and these would be in the like the vehicles, like the on set or location, just so you knew where, if you're at a studio, like you knew what like cart to get in or something.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High on TV without nudity. Who cares?
Yeah, it only lasted one season.
Who cares?
So.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just, I mean, I don't buy these as much anymore, but I just thought this was a fun one. And
not if there's any nudity in it.
And then this was another cool pickup. It was when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I already have one of those, but it's a Whiskey A Go-Go matchbook or matchbox from Sydney.
Australia?
Yeah, which I never even knew they had.
There's a Whiskey A Go-Go in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It says
no way.
It says nightclub, restaurant, fully licensed till 3 a.m., including cocktail bar. Whiskey A Go-Go.
What's the term a go-go mean when they say something's a go-go?
I think it's like based on like a dance, like go-go dancing.
So why do they have like this breakfast place called like Hash House a Go-Go? Like what?
Because they're trying to be like
60s?
They want to be like 50s, like mid-century modern, like because that's back in like I guess 50s and 60s is when like burlesque and I mean I guess it had a revival, or it was like kind of its heyday. I don't know. I could argue it, but like 56, there's a lot of like go-go dancers where you'd go to like a club or something and it was just girls dancing on a pole and they may or may not be naked or they could just be wearing like, little tassels on their nipples. But it was more just like kind of something that like it was like groovy.
If you went to something a go-go, there'd be like cool girls
if you went to there was a go-go, there there'd be girls there dancing like kind of disco, whatever. So I think that's generally the
right.
The kind of where that comes from.
I need to do a little bit more Googling on the go-go.
Yeah, maybe
Googling.
Google.
I'm a Google go-go.
Go-go.
Stupid.
Yeah, so then, yes, that was, I mean, I got a couple more things, but, it was just sort of a normal day. And then last night, actually, I went live again with Storms.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, it went really well. It was, I mean, dude, it was a long night. Like, the last time we did it, the last week, I had to leave early. So this time I was like, well, I have more time, but I think we went from like 4:30 to 9:30. So it was 5 hours.
Were you as happy as last time? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, I think money wise, like I did well. And the other cool thing was he had bought a sealed box of the Mishka Dunny set.
Heck yeah.
Which I hadn't seen in a while, so it was fun.
Did he break them?
Yeah. So he broke them, and like everyone, they all sold, and I signed them. And
did he hit the big chase?
Nah, the biggest chase actually is the twerps, which is like 1 per 8 cases.
Wow.
And then
do you even have one?
Yeah, I have one somewhere. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's somewhere.
Of course I have one.
I have. Yeah.
I saw it before I stole it already. It's already.
Did you stole it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't keep everything that I've ever like made or been a part of, but I did keep that. But there was a guy that was on the chat that was very knowledgeable because I couldn't remember. Shout out Dane Thompson, one of our designers at Mishka, and I couldn't for the life of me remember his name at the exact second.
Yeah, you're almost 50.
I know it's starting to happen, but it was cool and it was funny because the guy knew all about him, and it was fun to talk about the process. And that was that was also like the first when Frank Kozik became creative director of Kid Robot. I mean, that was one of the first things that he did.
Gotcha.
Was he really wanted to give us like our own Dunny set. And
that's awesome.
He really let us just kind of go for it, do whatever we want. And I realized like all the accessories were weapons. Like they were knives, guns, a noose. I don't know what's wrong with us.
The Heaven's Gate one, was that part of that set, or was that an earlier one?
That was an earlier one.
Right.
The one that was funny, though, is there's a Doink the Clown that Mike Jones designed.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do that for one of the Dunny series, but the guy, Paul, who started Kid Robot, supposedly hated clowns. So he refused to have anything clown related. But somebody actually made a point, so it might be one of the only clown-related things like Kid Robots did, at least at a certain point.
Oh, that's a great little, I don't know if it's an Easter egg or a
I
little
don't
factoid.
know. But it's funny, too, because they kept calling him the Joker, and I was like, it's Doink the Clown.
Yeah.
And they just kept saying Joker.
Come on.
And I was just like,
you
all right.
non-clown aficionados.
I also told them about lipstick clowns. You know what those are?
Is that like lipstick lesbians?
I think so. Well,
wait, I don't know how that applies to clowns. Then explain, please.
So a lot of people are scared of clowns, right?
Yeah.
And suppose the rationale behind that is that when they were young, they saw a clown, but most likely they saw a lipstick clown and not like a real clown that was like trained and is really into clowning. So like the clowning community has like very strict rules as far as like the makeup and the character. So a lipstick clown is someone who doesn't care about the rules and they just like take a bunch. I mean, obviously it's not, but the idea is they're just taking a bunch of lipstick and that's how they're put on their makeup. And so that's the lipstick clown.
Is Ronald McDonald the lipstick clown?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't. That's a good question.
right?
Yeah.
For me, if I was ever scared of clowns, I don't think I was ever really scared of clowns. It was the clown doll from Poltergeist that was under the bed.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty.
Like, that'll make you scared of clowns.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, look, clowns can be. I mean, but generally speaking, clowns are supposed to like bring joy and laughter, and the clowns that take it serious. I don't know if they still have, but they had Ringland used to have a clown college, or they still might in like Sarasota, Florida. I knew some people who had went there. There were some real clowns. No, they were,
man.
but
should just end the show now.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, it was fun, man. It was cool. It was just fun to talk about Mishka and like talk to some, meet some new fans. And I was actually drawing a lot. That was like the best part of it was, I was basically drawing all night, and I sold, I sold some sketches, and people were feeling that. So that's always good. Somebody like asked me to like do a like bubble letter of their name, and it was Odin. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying, I was telling them, I'm like, look, you got to tell these guys, like, I'm not a graffiti artist. Like, I can't do like.
Yeah, it's going to look like chicken scratch.
Yeah. But, I think it came, but then I was like, I was coming up with ideas, and then I was like, oh, okay, Odin. Okay, the O could be the eyeball. And then I sort of did, and then in the DIN, I just drew little characters like inside and like colored it. Yeah. And the dude gave me an extra tip on top of what he paid. So I was like, that's really cool of him.
It's alive. The spirit of giving is still alive.
Yeah. Well, Whatnot's a really interesting place because it's sort of, I don't know. I just feel like a lot, like it exists in like almost like another dimension. In a sense where I think people go to Whatnot more for the experience and the, maybe the way that Storms described it to me is that, a lot of the younger, I don't know, just a lot of people, like they don't, especially I think some of the generation and maybe, older people probably it's already, but I think even younger generation is like, people like don't like hang out anymore. Like they don't like, people do, but it's like, there's more. I bet you it's more likely on a Friday night that you're gonna have a bunch of kids like online playing like a video game than like hanging out the movie theater or something.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm just assuming that. Like, I don't know, but like
they should be going out and trying to hang out.
So I just think there's a lot of people that like they like Whatnot because it's a place where they can sort of build like friendships. And then also the other thing that was funny we were talking about is that there's also like a lot of guys, there's people on there that have more money than other people.
Of course.
And then so there's certain times where like, you might have two or the goal is like you kind of want 2, 3, 4 of those people
to outbid
like,
each other.
Yeah, because it's like essentially like a
flex.
Richard Nixon measuring contest,
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's fun. I was I didn't. By the time we were done, I was so high on fumes, and unfortunately, I'd forgot my weed, so I was like totally sober.
Boring.
But it was still fun. I didn't do any weed today. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break. Maybe till tonight, but I've been sober 2 days.
I wanted to say real quick. Well, it's two more days than me. I wanted to say real quick, my 2 favorite Dunnies. Mm-hmm. I think they came out before the whole Mishka said. Both had soft goods. It was that Heaven's Gate one with the blanket.
Yeah,
And then I like the little crook one that had the bandana.
Yeah, the My Pal the Crook.
But I like to flip it and have him like wear it up. It's And then my 3rd favorite is the I forgot. It might have been the Mishka set. I had the football player with the helmet.
Yeah.
So I had to get like 11 of them because there's 11 football players on a team on one time. So I have like a whole football team.
Yeah, we did some. We did some really cool Dunnies. Also Bear Bricks. It's funny because a lot of these the basis of this show is Bear Brick. And that's how, we met, they came to the booth at DCon, and that's how I sort of met them. And it's interesting because looking back, I'm like, oh man, like even as Mishka, we did a lot of Bear Bricks over the years. I mean, a good, more so than probably a lot of other brands, So it's just interesting to see.
It's so funny. And I don't know, it's 2004, 2005. I was collecting Bear Bricks, maybe around Series 8.
Okay.
Series 8, I think. And then like a friend of mine that owns a little toy store, art gallery, he was like telling me, he's like, Denny's are kind of on the way out. Or no, Bear Bricks are kind of on the way out. They're kind of done.
They were around that time.
Right?
They kind of, they sort of went in these like waves.
Yeah, and then they like, I don't know how, like they blew up with like sneaker culture. And then it's like why does everybody and their mom have a Bear Brick? Like,
I think it's probably Cause. Probably Cause and like Pharrell and those guys in Nico.
Because they're all boring.
Well, I mean, those guys were just, they
sheep mentality, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the 1,000%. I think you kind of. I think when they started making the 1,000% more popular and had more artists doing it. Once it gets that big, to me, you can definitely see it more as an art object than a toy. I think that's where.
But when it started off, people were more clever with the platform, doing things with it, And now it's just like, oh, let's just slap our logo all over it, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like,
I mean, in some cases,
missing.
I think that's okay. I mean, I do like the fact that they've progressed with a lot of the Bear Bricks. Like, I know I remember at one point when we wanted to make a Bear Brick, they're like, no, we never put clothes on a Bear Brick. And then since then, I mean, you could see a lot of Bear Bricks with clothes and other things. And, I think that just over time.
Daft Punk Bear Bricks, like they got them in all their different outfits and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's so kind of ever changing. But, it seems like now, the Bear Bricks, they're kind of, I don't know. I mean, they still seem really popular.
They're classic now.
Now. Yeah.
It's weird.
But,
and I was just, I don't mean to be talking down. I love Bear Bricks. We love you, Medicom. Make a Funshop Bear Brick. Funshop Bear Brick.
Funshop. Yeah, so that was cool though. And then this weekend we're going to Atlanta. My dad would always say, "Why do they, Grego?" He's like, my dad had the thick like. He's like, "Grego, why do they always say Atlanta? They never say the T." I was like, "I don't know, Dad."
Atlanta?
He's like, it's Atlanta, not Atlanta. I don't know. It really bugged him for some reason. But we're going to Atlanta. It's your first time.
It's my first time, and it's weird. When I thought about going to Atlanta, the first thing that popped in my head was like the Varsity. It's like some hot dog place near the Georgia Dome, I think. I've seen on like the Food Channel a million times.
We can go there.
It disgusted me that the first thing that popped in my head was like
food,
like a hot dog place or something. Like of all foods, it's like hot dogs.
Right,
like,
right,
bro. Like really?
Yeah, like how good the hot dog really be?
Yeah, just ashamed of myself. Like how little I know. This like.
No, man, it's okay. I mean, look,
we're not even like strip clubs or whatever. Like knowing the culture there, it's like the Varsity for hot dogs.
Look, dude, the Food Network was a big deal for a long time, and it really got us into exploring restaurants and foods and all that stuff. So, I haven't been in years. I think it's gonna be fun though. Yeah. The space looks cool. It's called Closet, so I'm assuming it's kind of small. And
closet, that sounds like it's for women.
Oh no, I think it's gender fluid.
Oh, okay, really?
I mean, no, because I think closet just means like a small closet.
Oh, okay.
I think it's what it's called.
I was just being stupid anyway. I don't know. Yeah, obviously it's going to be for men. We're going to check out like Mishka shirts and Mishka sweatpants.
Well,
some of those sweatpants look dope.
Dude, yeah. I mean, he, about 3 megawatts, did 4 of those, and those are really sick. And we've been previewing them. And then we also did a zine, which is going to have all of like every shirt that he did in the zine.
No way.
And so if you buy, and so we only made 50.
Okay.
And so I was talking to the artist, and I said, he actually came up with a great idea. He's like, well, why don't we, because the shirts are $250. And he was like, well, why don't we just, if you buy a shirt, you get a zine.
Oh.
And I was like, that's a great idea.
That's a great deal, yeah.
And then I was thinking about, so I think I'm going to I might sell the zine for like $30.
Okay.
Because I think I'm only going to have maybe like 10 for sale, or like even less, because I think there's like 30. No, I'll probably have about 15 for sale.
If I get one, will you and him in about 3 megawatts draw like boobies in it for me?
Yeah, I mean,
sweet.
Yeah, I'll draw that any day.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, that should be a fun. I don't know. We had to like take 2 different flights because.
Yeah, that's just the way it is
It's just the way
sometimes
it
with
is.
traveling.
Yeah.
For me, it'll be fun because it'll be back-to-back like travel weeks for me. It'll be 2 A cities. It'll be Albuquerque last week and Atlanta
right,
this
for
week.
Mabel's wedding.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. It was like
Yeah.
kind of medieval themed.
Yeah, I kind of saw that.
Yeah.
It kind of
It was
reminded me
pretty
of those
cool.
photos that I showed you recently that I found of the Chucky wedding.
Oh, yeah.
You
They're-
know,
yeah,
like
they're just
where like, you know, their whole
non-traditional-
non-traditional, like Chucky got
Kinda
married to
costume.
Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
And in that case, it was like, I don't know, what is like Hero and Maiden or something.
Yeah, exactly,
You know, like one of those
exactly.
type of things. So.
Which is interesting because like Mabel is a big horror fan, but the wedding was more medieval,
Renaissance fair.
gothic. Yeah, kind of.
kinda
Yeah.
thing,
It was cool.
Yeah. And then I'm actually traveling a lot this month, like more than I've ever have in a long time. I'm going to go to Chicago next week.
What's going on in Chicago
So Chicago, so I have a
besides
few
house music?
Yeah. What's the guy's name? Bones?
Frankie Knuckles.
Frankie Knuckles.
Yeah, I think Frankie Knuckles from Chicago. Frankie Bones is Brooklyn.
Oh, right. Okay. I always get him confused.
Yeah,
But,
Bones and Knuckles. I get it.
but I'm going there to work at Potter for a couple days
Oh,
on,
heck
on
yeah.
a couple auctions that I'm like a couple auctions that I'm helping curate.
Uh-huh.
So
Are you solo? Or are you going with Eric?
no, Eric's going to Europe for like vacation and work. So
That must suck.
I know, right? But no, I mean, he actually, our last photo auction, I mean, he was out there for 5 days getting it all together. But on this side, we actually worked on getting all of our lots ready beforehand. So that auction is pretty, I mean, that's kind of like ready to go. But then there's the punk auction and then like a UFO auction. And these are like really vague terms. Like it's not like just punk or just UFOs. I mean, the photo auction is just photos. It's
more for you to know.
Yeah, and just to be
They'll have
like,
their name for
just
it.
to easily like tell people what type of material. So, anyways, I'm going out there for that. I need to look up. I actually got to hit up my friend Ben, who's the Mr. T Ben, who now is the largest Mr. T collector in the world. Since me and Mike Essel gave up our throne.
Do you still have extra books?
Yeah, I do. I have a
Cool,
few.
cool. Yeah, Kevin asked for one.
Nice, but yeah, when we went out there, when I saw him last year for a secret adventure, that I'll tell the story one day.
Secret adventure. I have those sometimes when I go to Portland.
But I met his friends who own a like record and coffee shop there, and it's like, so I really want to check that out. So I was actually going to hit Ben up like probably today to get contact with them to see where, because I was also thinking like, I think Chicago is a big Airbnb city, and so I might just do Airbnb. And so I was gonna basically ask them if they knew anybody, because sometimes like I remember in New York, it's like you would know people that did Airbnb. So if someone was coming to town, you could like give them the recommendation. So
it's better
like,
to be recommended rather than.
well,
just
imagine like if you
picking it out
ran
of a
it,
hat.
like imagine if you ran it, and I was like, oh, my friend Ronnie does it, and then like you're totally cool, and
because it's
and
there's
like
a
you only
rapport.
have like a couple like cameras in the bathroom, like not too many.
Are we doing that in Atlanta?
No, I'm just joking, dude.
Hey, I don't mind the cameras, man. I got nothing to hide.
So yeah, so I don't know. I was gonna look for an Airbnb, and if not, I mean, I'll probably just have to stay at a hotel by the airport because there's really,
Econo Lodge.
yeah, something like that. Probably a like
I
someplace with a free continental breakfast.
Yeah, I thought, man, I didn't even get continental breakfast. There was coffee, and then there was like peanut butter bars.
Peanut? Oh, those are good.
Like, but they weren't even
but like
soft.
the granola ones?
Yeah,
like
kind
I
of.
love those. The crunchy ones.
Gross.
I love it because there's like dude, I'm like obsessed with, I'm so happy that I'm not allergic to peanuts. Like I would be more depressed than I am because I just love peanut butter so much.
I get you.
I mean, even before the show, I was like, I hadn't eaten, so I went to Sprouts to get some almond butter pretzels.
Yeah, that processed nut spread ain't the best, man. You should just eat the
know.
regular peanuts in its raw form.
Bro. What do I look like? Encino Man?
I don't know. You got all your teeth.
No, I
man.
know. Look, man, I don't eat the healthiest, but I think being vegan, I could be a lot unhealthier.
Yeah.
But being vegan doesn't instantly make you like healthy, obviously.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
What?
All right. Let me talk about I want to talk about the food in Albuquerque.
Oh, okay.
Because I was by myself most of the time, right? So like on the Saturday morning, I kind of side quested and trying to find a breakfast spot, like a brunch spot, whatever.
Sure.
And there's so many choices. So it's like I found one that was kind of off the beaten path, and like I sat on the patio and like had some sort of like pork, New Mexican pork stew. Hash thing, with their hatch chilies. It was cool. I forgot what the name was. Hannah and Nate's.
Okay.
I don't know, but it was nice.
Yeah.
And then, for lunch, I went to Whataburger.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Tried Whataburger for the first time. I'll tell you what, it's a great burger.
Is it?
It has my stamp of approval. But what was amazing to me? When I first saw the fries, I wasn't impressed. I was like, dude, these look like McDonald's fries. And I like the thicker stick fries, right? But once I had it, I understood it because like their fries are what McDonald's fries wishes they could be. They're like McDonald's fries, but they're like
good,
fresh.
Yeah.
They're like they taste like potatoes.
Yeah.
So it was
like,
impressive.
are they better than In-N-Out or is it similar?
I like it better than In-N-Out.
Okay.
Because In-N-Out,
I'm not a big In-N-Out fry fan, unfortunately.
Nobody is.
Anybody
right? That says they are lying.
Liars, right.
Because it's only good if you get them well done or if you get them animal style.
But then by the time you get them well done, you're just eating potato chips. Right?
Yeah, or potato sticks.
I mean, animals. That's the whole point of animal. That's like the only way you can really eat those fries is animal style, which I can't anymore.
Yeah. Or I'll be gross and I'll eat them with ketchup or whatever But
Right.
it's like they're a soggier type of acquired potato. Taste.
I did go actually Sunday. It's like I went with Randy. Like a couple months ago at Rose Bowl, but I found this place in Pasadena. I think it's called Millie's.
Yeah.
Did we eat there?
No. I think you ate there with Eric or something.
Yeah, and then I ate there then Eric and I went there this Sunday after the market.
Had a lot of vegan options.
Oh, dude, they have a whole vegan menu, and they're so nice there, and it's so quick. Like they turn over tables so fast, and the servers are like, they're so. I don't know. It's like it's one of the like, honestly, like the most like. I don't know. They just run that place like
they don't mess around.
They don't mess around, and they have so many like they have vegan omelets, they have vegan pancakes, and they have like they had tempeh bacon that I think they made themselves and was really good.
What's a tempeh?
Tempeh is a fermented soybean.
Oh, I should know that then.
And they kind of come in these little blocks, and if you slice them thin, then you can kind of they sort of taste like. A lot of times, like people put like teriyaki or that kind of sauce on it to make it,
right.
give it a.
That's good. Shout out to Millie's.
Yeah, that's like that might become a tradition like of sorts during maybe like PCC or something, or like obviously PCC or Rose Bowl because they're right there.
With my schedule, I don't hit up a lot of breakfast places. You know what I mean?
I generally don't eat breakfast that early. I like to push it out, but it's a good spot. Shout it out.
I actually ate 3 square meals that Saturday. It's the first time I did that.
Wow.
I don't know.
Did they have food at the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh,
they did a whole spread of like Italian, different Italian pastas, a red sauce, an Alfredo. Keith, Mabel's husband, it was at their family's house. Like warmest people, like super cool.
That's one thing have you ever been to the South?
I mean, that's more the Southwest, right? I've never been to the South.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I'm curious to see how because like Southern hospitality is real.
Okay.
Like people in the South are very friendly. Like not like here where like people don't want to like look at you and like they just want to like avoid contact, not talk to you. Like you go into a store and like any store watch, anything we go to, they're gonna be like, "Good morning, how you doing?" It's like everyone's just a lot nicer in the South.
It's Pride Month, so I'm gonna assume it's because they all want to have sex with me.
Because you're a lesbian.
Nobody knows.
So bad, dude.
But yeah, it was awesome. I will say this: they had a red marinara sauce and a white Alfredo sauce, right?
Okay.
And they kept on referring to it as Alfredo sauce, and I was like, all right. But the more I ate it, the more I'm like, this is queso. This is like a queso because it's we're in the Southwest, you know,
okay.
and I think they put the hatch chilies in it and stuff.
Right.
So in my brain, it's like, dude, you're eating queso. There's nothing like
That
Alfredo
so
about
it's like
it.
macaroni and cheese, kind of.
Pretty much, yeah. It was awesome, but like
Yeah.
it was just an interesting, a realization.
Look at you
just 'cause
turning
I was
into
there.
Gordon Ramsay over here.
Hey, you know,
This is not an Alfredo.
you donut.
You donut. You Alfredo sandwich. Like he just pours like hot Alfredo over like your head and just your skin melts.
Hey, that's lunch on me. Yeah, 11-hour drive there, 11-hour drive back. Oh, on the way back, I stopped at our Del Taco in Barstow.
Oh, okay. How's it doing?
Oh, it was great. It was
Yeah.
still delicious.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
so
those
good.
that's like
monkey's breath.
freshest fries.
Fresh as monkey's breath, brother.
Dude, those fries at Del
So
Taco
good.
and Barstow are like the best.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it.
But I left on a Sunday, and once I hit Barstow, you hit the Vegas traffic coming back to LA. So I got back a little later. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and that's the
trip.
rest of the month's pretty busy too. I guess well, we're not doing decon, so that kind of I'm still gonna go on Saturday at some point, probably to see Kevin. I don't know. I want to walk around, obviously.
I'm still gonna hit up Sharon Kozik. She see if she wants to grab a steak dinner in LA.
Oh, is she coming?
I don't know, but it was just funny because it was we did that in Las Vegas,
Right.
and I'm like, it's just kind of like, I don't know, not tradition, but it's like kind of like a running joke.
And then actually then I might also check out, since we're not doing decon, there's somebody hit me up just today on Instagram on the Greg's Fun Shop, and there's some like rock and roll flea market that weekend. And they asked if I wanted to be a vendor, but I said, nah, it's too short of notice.
It's just like a regular flea market, but louder.
Yeah,
Like more loud
probably.
music.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know.
You're forced to listen
Rock
to
and roll.
You're forced to listen to your dad's
Rock
music.
and roll flea market.
Rock and roll. Oh, okay. You're already doing is that like the
Wesley Willow.
Wesley Willow, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny when I like, maybe was it a couple weeks ago? I think I told you I went to Lancaster.
Was that you? Did you pick something up or?
That's where I got those Sir license plates.
That's right.
But the funny thing is sometimes like they had a DJ and they
At a
were
flea
playing.
market?
Yeah, they had a DJ at the flea market, but they were playing all these like kind of like like oldies tunes or whatever.
Okay.
And then, but it was funny because the DJ was kind of like a young kid. Like if you looked at him, he was like and and he's like presenting the songs, and he says something like, "All right, everybody, like the next song, this is for like the parents out there, and like the kids, you gotta listen, like yakety yak, don't talk back," or something like that. And then played it. So it was really fun because like the guy was like introducing these like old, like these classic oldies, and I don't know, it was just I don't know why I thought that's just kind of funny.
Yeah, he's like trying to explain,
Explain
the
like
golden oldies.
The golden
songs.
oldies, yeah. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Well, I always love when what do they call like the deep voice in those groups? Is it like just like a bass? Like when you have the deep voice
or double or maybe bass or contrabass. Maybe.
I don't know. Not like the instrument, just the like person.
I know. Well, yeah, it would be the bass singer,
like the bass singer.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk back.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about because there are like the range registers.
Yeah, the
right? Like
falsetto,
tenors, altos,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
baritones,
Anglo-Saxons. What else is going on? Let's see. PSA is still backed up. I don't know why I care.
So like you can't even, they're not even accepting right now?
No, they got rid of their low tier. They got rid of like their low tier like grading. So like I think the minimum now to grade anything is like $50.
That just tells me there's too many collectors trying to.
And it's funny because now, I guess it's okay because I have a lot of this stuff, but I've also been noticing on Instagram a lot more people starting Instagrams saying like, oh, like people should be collecting like, more contemporary artists like grunge and rappers and like Nirvana stuff and, you know, rapper signatures, and which is like kind of like what, I mean, that's sort of like something I've been doing and sort of known, and, you know, Simeon, but I guess it's cool to see people kind of, you know, pushing that a little more. 'Cause, you know, it's like, I like to see it's like you kind of see the scene of evolving, right? Because, you know, it's like Nirvana is like our generation, is like our Beatles, basically. It's like what it's becoming.
Yeah. Well, there are only 3 of them.
What? Nirvana?
Yeah, there were only 3 band members. Beatles had 4. So.
Beatles had 5 when they first started, because they had a singer.
Okay, bad maths. But, you know, it's a bad joke, but whatever.
But you know what I'm saying.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been noticing that recently, which is, I don't know, it's just cool to see. It's just, I don't want to say it's cool, but it's interesting to see it revolve. But like, I don't know, there's just always this whole thing where everybody like they're like trying to do something different. They're like, we're a collectible company, but we care about like the community or something. It's always like some kind of thing where they're like, you know, trying to do it different than everybody else. And I don't know, it's like, either just be like a Ken Golden or just like shut up and just do your thing.
Yeah.
You know,
just be like we're trying to get the maximum value all
like
the
either
time.
Be like,
we're trying to drive the price. Yeah.
Like either
that's the
be
name
like
of the game.
Like be like the Unabomber or shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean,
but you know what I'm saying though, kind of, right?
It's I don't like the smoke and the fog.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's the smoke and the fog and the words. It's like, you know, just be the guy that's like, you know, we're selling the hell out of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get it, we'll sell it for millions, and then we'll get millions and millions and millions, and it's all about how many millions you can make.
They're
you know?
driving the price with hype and professionalism and being the first in the forefront and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I liked it when like one of my first like new things I saw was like grading by AI. It's like, it's all.
Oh, you haven't seen? Yeah,
is
like
it AI or computer? It's like it's all computerized, so it's like it's a lot more precise and you know, you're not trusting another human's eye or whatever. It's all computerized.
You know what I did see on Facebook? I think it was yesterday, and it made me so happy. And what it was,
what makes Greg happy? What makes Greg happy?
Okay,
we got to file this.
So the biggest, like, annoyingest thing about grading is like, anytime someone doesn't get a 10, they're like, oh, it's a conspiracy. Like, the guy was having a bad day. He had a fight with his wife.
Of course.
He was like, they were told by PSA to like not give any 10s that day, right? They're out to get him. Everyone's out to get him, right? Unless they get a 10, then
they finally got it right.
Got it right? So this guy posts in the Garbage Pail Kid groups, he posts an atom bomb that's graded a 5, okay? It's like perfectly centered. And there's like all these people like, that's not a 5. Come on. And like, I even commented, I'm like, you know, I have a 5 that looks that nice. And so what he did like the next day is he cracked out of the slab and he showed people close up. He's like, if you can see, and it's like, he had to actually hold the physical card. And then when he got the right kind of light on it, you could see this like big crease. But it's very hard to see in the case. And then you could also see that the corners were a little soft. So, you know, surface, like those kind of things, like especially a crease, like, you know, I think the way that they grade it is like probably similar to like Beckett. It's like, you know, it's like centering, it's like corners, it's surface. And what am I missing? Corners, surface, centering.
Ink?
Yeah, maybe. I can't think. But I don't know. I'm missing one. But anyways, like I remember sending a Jordan, this like Star Jordan, like an 86, I think, and it got 9.5s and 9s for everything except surface, and surface got a 4, so it lowered it to a 4.
Wow.
So I don't think people realize that surface stuff, and especially the stuff that the naked eye can't, like you can like. You know, sometimes you just really have to look. Like even the Jordan, I was like, there's nothing wrong. But then, you know, even in the case, like when you turn it a certain way, there's like this, like they're like, there's a crease in the card.
I believe, yeah.
And, you know, that's a big factor. And it's really hard to see in the cases. So, you know, and everybody's tone changed once the guy showed it. You know, and it just made me feel good that finally, like, somebody was like, look, this is why it's a 5. It's not because that's because it's like some big conspiracy.
Oh, the guy showed it that this is why it's a 5, or
so
why he didn't
the first post, he was just showing, he's like, I just got this back as a 5. Oh, PSA sucks. Then the next post, he was like, I wanted to crack it open to take a better look at it. And when he did, he saw why he got the 5. And, look, I'm sure things happen. I'm sure there are mistakes. I'm sure there are, things that happen. Look, to me, one of the biggest sort of like conspiracies of like, not conspiracies, but like, to me, one of the most outrageous things that I've seen in the hobby, like of collecting like cards and stuff like that was, the fact that Golden colluded with PSA for the Honus Wagner and the Pop Report. I think that's very unethical. I don't know if it's illegal, but I just think that it's very unethical. And that to me, if someone wanted to say there's shenanigans going on at PSA, you could point to that and say, well, you could kind of say, well, where there's smoke, there's fire, potentially. Yeah. Or, because like that in a sense is manipulating the market. Now, Honus Wagner, you could argue that like, holding back one Honus Wagner, but still like, what if like, I don't know, it's just not, to me, it's just not kosher, Yeah. Like it's just something. And so I can see why people would not trust PSA, but I think generally speaking, the reason PSA has been in business for so long and they're the gold standard of grading is that they are professional and they do hire people that, follow the rules and grade as it's supposed to be graded.
But still, as a whole, with trading cards and stuff, people aren't in it for the ethics, right? There's no ethics in that. And in business in general, right? You don't do it.
No, they've also done, they PSA totally, drove up and then killed the Type 1 market with, basically changing the price of a slab to whatever they valued the photo at.
Right.
Which is totally, again, like trading cards, you can track. There's like a history of trading cards. So you can say, okay, look, this card is sold for this much, over this many years. But, certain photographs, you can't say that.
Right.
So, but, I think that's why CGC is like, they're creeping up and, I really do like CGC, I think, but I'm sure there's still, look, it goes back to what you said, because people have submitted the same card to PSA and, it's a 5, then a 7, then a 9. And, again, I think, but, to me, it's like, if you get a 9, it's probably because the guy didn't see that little crease.
Right.
Like that's where I think there's human error.
Right.
Like, I don't think it's because he was mad or he hates you or he doesn't want to give you a 10. It's just that when he didn't look at it that angle, he's working too fast. But that to me is why it's like, if you really care about a grade, like a perfect grade, then to me, AI is the only solution.
Right.
Like with Tag, when you slab a card with them, you can literally go into their database and they have these like super advanced like photos of it, like magnified, like way beyond what you could see the human eye.
Honestly, you don't even need AI for it. There could be a like computer program that that does it.
It's essentially AI, but it's computers. Yeah.
It should be like a computerized thing where you don't even trust the human eye, and they could get really, minuscule.
I think the problem now is that PSA is such a powerhouse, and collectors that own them, now collectors owns PSA, Beckett, and SGC.
Yeah, they got CEOs to answer to.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's going to be hard for a Tag because Tag to me, especially they only do modern cards, but I would trust a Tag grade honestly more than any other grade on a modern card because they are using the AR software. And the reality is, whether we like it or not, we know by now, that AI is becoming, smarter than most of us. Even though it's programmed by humans. Sometimes you'll like when I'm using, I'll have to remind it you need to pay attention. Like the reason I'm using you is because like you have computation power that's above any human. Like I'm kind of like edging them to like break free. I want like the singularity to come faster.
Jesus Lord. Make me a better sandwich.
Make me a better sandwich.
Oh, I went to Ike's yesterday.
I had a dream. I didn't have a dream, but I was dreaming that we would go to Ike's today, but it wasn't in the cards. Because I've been thinking about Ike's a little bit.
We dream about food.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, look, and I don't know. That's why I love that we could go to places. I like a place like Ike's where there's like plenty of vegan options.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Absolutely.
And you can, because it's just one of those things sometimes. And I don't know, but like, it's good. Vegan restaurants in general, I think, are better than they've ever been. Like,
oh yeah, of course. There's
there's
bigger
way
market
more.
for it.
There's more market. There's more people using technology and different like ways to make stuff taste better.
We need AI to create the ultimate vegan product.
Yeah. What did I just want to see if I saw a couple comments. Anybody say anything interesting?
Or is
it just Johnny
Yeah,
saying,
just
Johnny causing trouble?
Saying stuff like bone brick.
Look like I got my hair cut by SpongeBob.
It's like who's your barber? Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, Krispy Kreme. Dude, no, that's kind of a Southern thing, Krispy Kreme.
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
I remember when I was a kid, like
biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, like the Krispy Kreme in Daytona Beach when the donuts were hot. They would flash a sign.
They do that everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're only good when they're hot and fresh. That's
yeah. They're kind of just like melt in your mouth.
I stopped at a place, a drive-through donut coffee place called Rise and Roast because I'd never seen that. Right, so you want to stop at.
Is
the
that
weird
the one
places?
with the drive-through with the girls in bikinis?
Unfortunately, not.
I figured you would look for one of those.
I think that's more like in the Pacific Northwest. I don't think
okay.
that, but I knew they weren't. So I knew they weren't going to be like that. So I wore a bikini.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a way to do it.
Yeah. But I got like my go-tos are always like my first time at a donut place, I always get a Boston cream or, if you're at a city, they'll name it like, Portland cream or whatever this, but it's a Boston cream donut, right? Get that one, a maple cream, and then like a raspberry.
Okay.
With the black coffee.
Yeah. I'm a fritter fan. So I always like when they have the vegan apple fritter.
Over a bear claw.
Yeah.
Same kind of flavor, just presented differently, right?
Yeah, it's still, well, I think an apple fritter, it's more like, or like, I remember when I was like back in Florida, they called them apple uglies.
Ah.
You want an apple ugly? Because, they're kind of these like,
Yeah, they look like they got stepped on.
They look like they got stepped on, but yeah. That's my
That's
favorite.
why I like bear claws, because it's like, they're cute, but it's like the same flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I think so.
No, I'm serious.
I don't know. No. I just didn't know what to say, so I didn't want to stay silent.
I need the people to chime in. An apple fritter is a different form of a bear claw. It's like the apple cinnamon donut.
See, what we should is just have AI attached to it, so you could be like, "Hey, Grok, what's the difference between a fritter and a bear claw?" And
apple fritter, and a bear claw, right?
Yeah, but who cares?
I'm always interested in local like fast food stuff. Like.
Oh, like kind of like smaller.
Yeah, that's why it's like Varsity's cool because that's a big one there. If like they still have freaking like whatever Arthur Treacher's or like who knows random stuff like that.
Random stuff.
Yeah, but you're right. Chick-fil-A I think is like based in Atlanta. Like Chick-fil-A is a big thing.
Chick-fil-A is.
I think Oh wait, did you?
I
say
said
that?
Krispy Kreme.
Oh, okay, my bad. But I think Chick-fil-A is from Atlanta also.
Yeah, we should ask Tunde. He's from Atlanta.
He should come with us.
Dude, not these ticket prices.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude, it's so crazy how much it is to fly. And then of course, there's like, when I was driving back, like, the US is bombing Iran again. So that's not going to make any.
Just because we don't have too much time
left?
The
Knicks?
The Knicks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so Charles Barkley was talking about Cardi B.
Okay.
And he's like, Cardi B, I don't know about that. He said something like, I don't know, but I think she got some Cardi D's. And he got in trouble, and he's kind of in trouble. He's kind of in trouble, and he's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if they fire me. I hope they fire me. It's like I got 6-7 years left on my contract.
6-7.
Dude, oh no, dude. I'm so disappointed. But I'm so disappointed in you. But he's like, there's no way I'm going to work 6 or 7 more years. It's like I would love for them to pay me for that, So he's down to get fired for that. He's like, nobody can take a joke anymore.
It's true. Charles Barkley's a G, right?
You gotta read the room, and it's 2026, and even though it's a solid joke, it's a solid joke.
Pretty good. It is pretty good.
You're on national, like during the finals. It's not just on
you can't
cable.
say that kind
you're
of stuff.
On ABC, or I don't know if they're on ESPN. I don't know where they're, but it's a national syndicated thing during NBA finals. You can't be saying stuff like that.
But I bet you could have women twerk. She could be twerking. And that'd be okay.
Of course.
Right.
I heard game 5. I think Wu-Tang's playing the halftime show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it'd be a good time.
Because it's New York.
New York.
It's New York.
Forget about it.
I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here.
That's like that was like everyone always like say like don't do that. Don't do that. I'm walking here.
We say stuff like water and coffee.
It was funny, right?
New York
now
Knicks.
because of all these little clips and stuff, you get reminded. I'll probably get reminded now because we're talking about it. But they're like, that was like a real taxi. That was like that like went, because I think back then it was a lot harder for them to like wrangle. So they would just kind of just like run and gun, like just sometimes just shoot in the middle of crowds. And I think they still do that.
About?
Like something popped up, like shoot a movie.
Oh, okay.
Like something popped up saying that like because it's like Al Pacino and like John Travolta, right?
Okay.
When they're walking, and I guess it was like a real cab, and so he kind of improvised that line, but it became this legendary thing.
I'm walking here.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it was a real
Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah. But it was like a real. It was a scene where like it was a real cab that kind of like cut through them.
Gotcha.
And so he's like, I'm walking here, and so that was just like something I guess he felt like the character would say, and it just became such a classic, line that was improvised. So
I feel like I only knew that line because like Raphael used it in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and then I was like, I guess that's a New York line. And then you figure out, things get recycled later.
Yeah. I'll say, man, LA has way worse drivers than New York. I think.
I've never driven in New York.
Yeah.
I don't like driving in congested cities. I think being in LA, I'm more familiar with the roads. If I went and drove in New York City, I'd be a horrible driver.
Oh yeah, probably.
Right. So you got to be used to the flow and everything.
Yeah, it's a really aggressive place to drive. But once you get used to it, maybe that's.
But I mean, it's LA. We got all the blondes. The blondes are, they're not.
Yeah, the blondes are like, dude.
They're
you know what I hate. You know what I hate is like when people are just like they're on their phone and they're holding their phone. Like, come on. Like, that's like, really?
Yeah. I'm at a point where I just pity them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you really don't know how to set up Bluetooth.
You can't afford a phone holder.
Or no, you can't. Like, you don't know Bluetooth or it's like that important. Who are you talking to? Like, your kid or your husband? You can't just wait till you get home?
Yeah.
You got to be like, have your hand on your phone.
I'm one of those people that still need to text with two hands, so I'll be driving like this with my knee on the steering wheel. No, I'm kidding.
Alrighty then. Well, all right. Well, yeah. So, we will say, so next week, since I will be in Chicago on Wednesday, we are gonna tape an episode on probably Monday.
Okay.
And then
I'm sure people are heartbroken.
And then we will upload it on Wednesday at 5. So yeah.
Oh, upload it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
on YouTube.
Like shoot it, and then upload it on YouTube on Wednesday at 5.
Yeah. Okay, you can do that.
Right.
Yeah. So make sure to comment, like, subscribe. I guess we'll see you next week. Peace.
Leave a comment. Talk shit about me again, please.